What is up, Nuggets? It's your boy, Killer Pizza, here with a brand new video for all you rascals and rapscallions out there. Now, I would say this is a bit of a bonus video because I already dropped one earlier, Cruise Control Volume 11, so make sure you check that one out. I think it's very funny. But this is one I wanted to do all week long, but my shoot job and things going on outside of work kind of held me back from doing it. But it's the day of the show, AEW All In. I'm looking forward to it. I got all my housework done. The show doesn't start till 8, and it's about 3 right now, so I thought, why not make this video real quick? Better late than never, right? So I must also say to anybody new watching this video, this channel is primarily a horror movie channel. We do a lot of reviews of horror movies from the 70s, 80s, or 90s, but I'm also an independent wrestler, so I have a lot of vlogs of my wrestling trips and a lot of wrestling content. So if you're a fan of horror or wrestling, this sounds like something you like, hit the subscribe button. It really helps. Feel free to share, comment, like, whatever the hell you want to do. But most importantly, I hope you guys enjoy the content. So let's get right into the card. We're going to go with the pre-show match. This is the Best Friends and Jurassic Express versus the Hardy family. Now, I don't think much of this match. This is one of the more obvious choices for me to pick. This seems like just a match to get everyone on the card, which, this is their biggest show of the year. And sometimes with all the storylines going on, you can't get everyone on the card. But this seems pretty obvious with how overall the baby faces are, Jurassic Express and the Best Friends, in particular Orange Cassidy and Jungle Boy. I just don't see much of a point to have them lose right now, unless they're going to carry this on into something else. But I see this just as a fun little pre-show match to get people interested. So I'm going to go with the Best Friends and Jurassic Express. Then we go on to one I don't have much of an opinion on who I think will win. That's the Women's Casino Battle Royal. Now, for the mystery entrant, which is the Joker card, they have a mystery entrant in this Battle Royal every year. I'm going to go with Ruby Soho, formerly Ruby Riott of WWE. And with that being said, I have 3 predictions on who I think may win this, so forgive me for not having a definitive answer. It's kind of hard when Britt Baker kind of plays a tweener a lot of the time, so I can't go with the obvious, a face or a heel. So I'm going to say either Ruby Soho, Thunder Rosa is a safe bet, but my dark horse, I think, is Jade Cargill. I don't know if they're willing to have her face the champion yet, because I don't see Britt losing the belt anytime soon, but I think that'd be an interesting match. So one of those 3 ladies is who I'm going to go for. Next up, we have Paul White, formerly the Big Show of WWE, making his first in-ring appearance for AEW, his first time wrestling outside of WWE in over 20 years, facing off against the leader of the factory, QT Marshall. Now, I don't think this is going to be a barn burner or anything. This is like a stylistic match. There's nothing better to me as a fan of watching a big man and a little man, a cat and mouse game. And QT Marshall, don't sleep on him. He's very good in the ring. I think he's going to excel in the Weasley heel, trying to find a way to get away or chop down Paul White. But, I kind of just changed my mind just now. I thought I was going to go with Paul White, but I got a feeling he might just give QT Marshall the rub. So I just changed my mind just now. So I'm going to go with QT Marshall based off of interference from the factory. Then we have, I'm going to butcher this name, Jon Moxley. All right, I got it. No, it's the other name. It's Jon Moxley versus Satoshi Kojima. Forgive me, guys. I'm not that much of a fan of Japanese wrestling. I respect it. Whatever. This is just going to be a good, hard-hitting match, strong style. No doubt in my mind, Jon Moxley's winning this one. But this should be fun. Nice to see these Japanese wrestlers coming in and getting a platform on American television, American pay-per-view, but it's kind of hard to bet against Jon Moxley. And then we have one of the matches I'm looking the most forward to. This is the AEW TNT Championship, Miro versus Eddie Kingston. Now, I've always known about Eddie Kingston, but just like a lot of you guys, I've really, really learned to like Eddie Kingston a lot through his AEW run. And with that being said, I think he's going to lose. I mean, I would love it if Eddie Kingston won. I just think they're doing a pretty good job building Miro right now as the dominant champion, and I just think there's a lot of time left in that shtick with him as the title, and I don't see them just dropping it to give it back. You never know, because I do expect a lot of surprises on the show, but the way they've been booking Miro, I just see this as a hard-hitting match, and I see him getting the win. I'm going to guess he's going to get him in the neutralizer, and Eddie Kingston won't tap out, and then they'll call the match, just to get over how tough Eddie Kingston is. That's my random prediction just now. And I'm doing a lot of this on the fly. I don't really do a lot of thinking or writing ahead of time for anything I record. I think it's a little more fun when it's organic. So I'm just kind of predicting these as I go. And then we have one that is going to be crazy, no doubt. That is the AEW Tag Team Title match, the Young Bucks versus the Lucha Brothers. This one I'm torn on. I have some friends saying, they think the Lucha Brothers are going to win, and I could see that. It would be a big moment, their biggest show, big cage match. Rey Fenix is going to do something absolutely insane. This is probably going to be the wildest match on the card, but like I was kind of alluding to with Miro, I don't think the Young Bucks are going to lose. I think they still are going to go strong with the Super Elite and everything. But I would say if one champion is to lose their title, I would say would be the Young Bucks. But I just think there's more to go with the Super Elite storyline. I think the Young Bucks are going to retain. I think it's going to be some shenanigans, even with the cage. But yeah, I'm going to go with the Young Bucks. Then we have Britt Baker versus Chris Statlander. This is another one where I could see a feel-good moment. I think they might do a little surprise title change to someone just for a big pop or something, but I just don't see Britt Baker losing the belt yet. That's like their golden goose in the women's division right now. So I got to go with Britt Baker. Britt Baker's winning this one. And then, some of these are actually really hard to predict. This next one in particular, Chris Jericho versus MJF. Now, this is a long feud, very, very good storytelling, and though I could see Jericho winning because he's lost all 3 times and finally getting that win, that way, as a heel, you can always go back on excuses for how you lost and the fact that it would be 3-1, so MJF wouldn't lose much, though he has this unpinned streak. But I'm gonna have to go MJF winning, and the stipulation is if Jericho loses, he retires. Now, do I think Jericho would stay retired? No way. He might come back as Cilo Dilan or whatever, the old Mexican wrestler character. He has a new figure coming out for. I doubt that. I just think Jericho's been fired before in WWE, like kayfabe-wise. I think this is a time for him to take a break, go tour with Fozzy, give MJF the rub, and I think through some kind of circumstances, I think Jericho will come back. I'm going to have to give this to MJF. The one I'm looking the most forward to, the return of CM Punk after 7 years versus Darby Allin. I don't know what to expect in this. I'm excited about every aspect of this. I want to see CM Punk's gear. I want to see if he's changed anything in his moveset, if he's still got it, how their chemistry is. Because, he was the best in the world when he was active. I will agree with that. In his prime, he was the best when he was champion in WWE. Just to see Punk back in the ring wrestling is going to be amazing. I have a bad feeling about this match that 2.0 and Daniel Garcia are going to interfere and make it like a no contest. And then that will lead into a 6-man tag with Daniel Garcia 2.0 versus Sting, CM Punk, and Darby Allin, which would be pretty good. So that's kind of my prediction. But if I have to pick a winner, as much as I see CM Punk wanting to put over the young talent, I think he needs a win after 7 years. So if someone's got to win, it's CM Punk, but I'm going to go with the interference that leads to the 6-man at a bigger show. And then last but not least, we have Kenny Omega versus Christian Cage. This one's going to be fun. I'm not looking forward to this one as much as other matches on the card, but seeing what they did on the first episode of Rampage and now thinking about what they could do on a pay-per-view with more time, I am excited. I don't think Kenny Omega is the best in the world. I'll get to who I think is the best in the world, but I think this is going to be an incredible match. The fact that Christian Cage got one over for the Impact title and the way Kenny Omega is as the top heel, there's no way in hell Kenny Omega's losing this. So I got Kenny Omega. But speaking of who I think the best in the world in 2021 is, here is my biggest prediction of the night. I predict Kenny Omega wins, and in the celebration, the final countdown hits in the debut of Bryan Danielson. You heard it here first. That's my prediction. Bryan Danielson's going to show up, have a face-off with Kenny Omega, leading into a feud they're going to have. That's my prediction. And hey, where the hell is the Dark Order on this card now that I think about it? But I don't know. Either way, those are my predictions. Let me know in the comment section what your predictions are. I'm very interested in comparing my predictions to others. And to be honest, this is the card I'm most excited for out of all pay-per-views probably in the last couple of years. Granted, WrestleMania I was really excited for to have fans back. and stuff like that. But I think with the return of CM Punk and just the stat card, I absolutely cannot wait for this. This is going to be awesome. Like I said, I'm recording this about 3:08 now, so I'm going to get done, edit this video, put it up for you guys, and yeah, I'm going to wait and be excited just like the rest of you guys. Like I said, hit the subscribe button, share this video, give me your predictions in the comment section, and if you got a little spare time before the pay-per-view, you know what we do. We watch horror movies. Throw a good horror flick in. It is pre-Halloween, September. So other than that, hope everyone's doing good. Get your vaccines. Take care of yourself. Blood Guts Gore. I'll check you guys next time.